Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, if you are new here, welcome. I am the Blunt Reader. This is going to be the general reading for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of February 2020, or whenever you see this video. Since I have not posted a video, Happy New Year, Happy Lunar New Year, Happy holidays, and everything else that I missed. It feels good to be back and recording this video for you all. So we are going to do two different spreads. We're going to take a look at general, any messages Spirit needs you to know about finances, career, whatever, spirituality, and then we'll take a look at love and see what the month of February has for you in terms of love. As always, this is a general reading, so it cannot and will not resonate with every single person who is watching this video. Cross-watchers, you are also welcome if you would like to be here. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so. The information is down below in the description box. This may also have an extended version that you can purchase if you are interested. If this portion resonates with you, that will also be down in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of February 2020 regarding love? What messages do you have for the sign of Sagittarius for love in February 2020? If you would like to know the name of the decks that I am using and where you can purchase your own, that information is also in the description box. Okay. We have synchronicity. Hopefully this is focusing, but synchronicity. So the month of February, you may be seeing a lot of different synchronicities, especially angel numbers. I also feel like it may be important for you to take a look in the sky for some reason. Could be something that you see in the sky, whether that be a bird, maybe something in the clouds, because that's what I'm seeing, clouds. Could be some sort of image that you see in the clouds. Could also be a feather, since that is what is on the card. A white feather specifically may mean something to you. I also feel like this month is going to require that you kind of be all about yourself, be in solitude, isolate yourself. It feels very hermit mode. Maybe you've done a lot, over the holiday season. Maybe you've been on the go, and now Spirit is saying to take some time for yourself, but also take some time for your spirituality, your spiritual practices, taking time out for yourself. I just feel like February is going to be a month about you taking care of yourself. As it pertains to love, you may see specific synchronicities regarding a specific person. So for example, you may catch someone's birthday that you've been romantically involved with on the clock like several times. I feel like for some of you, you've been kind of questioning a partnership that you have, whether you're talking to this person or you stopped talking to this person. I feel like there's just a big question of, is this the person I'm supposed to be with? Is this the person that I'm supposed to connect with? Or when is someone going to come into my life that I could build a solid and healthy relationship with? And I feel like in the month of February, you will get that information, that guidance through some sort of synchronicity, but I feel like it's going to be very particular to you. So whereas, we see synchronicities and angel numbers like 1111 or 222, 444, 888, things like that kind of apply to everybody. I feel like this or these synchronicities are going to be very specific to you and someone that you have been connected to. So let's see what else Spirit has to say. Spirit, what other messages do you have for love for Sagittarius in February 2020? We have the Knight of Swords. It's a Knight of Swords, but it's also giving me like the Chariot vibes. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. So right off the bat, I'm feeling like, one, I'm not really liking the fact that we got two knights here. The Knight of Wands is here. The Knight of Swords is here. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So this says that this could be a very premature situation that you're involved in. And I feel like it's really going to require that you pay attention to your intuition, use your discernment with this person. For a lot of you, I do feel like it's somebody that you already know, like you've already been connected to this person, talking to this person. You could be in a relationship with this person at this time. But I feel like there's just been question marks around if this is the person you're supposed to be with. And it feels like those question marks have been there, maybe because this person is inconsistent. They could also be a bit of a hothead with this Knight of Swords. If you have history with this person, it's like every time you reconnect with them, it's almost like they bring nothing but drama or chaos, or they make you feel off your game. They kind of knock you off your game. You could be at a point where you're like, okay, I'm focused on myself, I'm focused on my money, I'm focused on building myself and getting myself together, doing what I need to do. I don't want to deal with this person anymore. I don't want, I'm done. I'm over it. We're not doing this no more, etc., etc., etc. But then they come back and it's like they kind of stir up those feelings that you thought were no longer there. But I feel like it's all a lesson. And I feel like for you, as unfortunate as it may be, it's really one of those things that only you can figure out. You can go get readings, you can ask advice from friends and family members about what it is that you need to do. You can go for a second, third, fourth opinion, but I feel like Spirit is going to make it where you can't rely on anybody else but yourself regarding this person. And Spirit is really asking that you utilize your intuition. That you know the difference between what is your intuition and what are your feelings. Because your feelings, as valid as they may be, are not facts. You can feel one way one second and feel completely different the next second. You can feel like you're upset, mad, angry, whatever, and then 5 minutes from now you don't even know why you were mad in the first place. So though your feelings are valid, they're not factual. And I feel like you can't allow your emotions to get the best of you when it comes to this person. If this is somebody new coming into your life, I feel like don't rush it. Again, take things slow with the Page of Pentacles. The page is just the seed. It's not the whole tree. So get to know this person. Develop a friendship first. Ask questions beyond what's your favorite color. Really kind of peel back the layers, because with this Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands energy, it just feels like something moving extremely fast. And moving so fast that maybe you miss some key details. Maybe you miss some red flags. Spirit, please clarify the Knight of Swords, the Tower, the Six of Cups. Didn't I tell you this felt like somebody you already know or have dealt with? And then we got Death at the bottom of the deck. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or somebody who has Scorpio in their chart. Could also be dealing with another fire sign, in Aries specifically. For those of you in a relationship or, relationship, partnership, situationship, whatever kind of ship you in, I feel like there was some sort of argument. A big argument with this Knight of Swords. Again, I feel like this person can be a bit of a hothead, or maybe you're a bit of a hothead. You are a fire sign, so, y'all can be quick to pop off. Quick to cut people off as well. Not trying to hear anything you gotta say. I'm gonna say what I need to say, and then that's it. I'm done with it. But I feel like there was some sort of argument, disagreement, possibly like a breakup or an ending to your situation with this Tower being here, the Knight of Swords, something that you weren't necessarily expecting. But it's like it happened so quickly, and it almost leaves you shaken up. Like, did that really happen? Like, when you really sit back and analyze the conversation, the argument, what was said, what was done, it's like, damn, did it really happen like that? But the Six of Cups is here, saying that this person is going to come back around. I don't feel like whatever has happened between you two is like the end of the end. Like, no. This person is definitely going to come back, or you're going to want to go back to this person. I feel like both of you are kind of in this position where you're reflecting on what has taken place between you two. Not just the argument though, just whatever the history is for you, you're kind of looking at it. For some of you, I feel like you're kind of looking at it and you're disappointed. Maybe because you have given more than you received. Because I'm looking at the Six of Cups and there's one person giving, one person receiving. Maybe because you've had more to give than this person when it comes to the emotions. You may have had more to give than this other person because there are all these cups here and this is what this person is giving to this other person. So emotionally, you may have had, my bad for shaking the camera. Emotionally, you may have had more to give, more to offer to this person than they could have offered to you for whatever reason, but you may feel like it's still you getting the short end of the stick when you really look at it. And maybe that's why you have the question marks, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Please clarify the Knight of Wands. You got the Knight of Swords again. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Listening to your intuition, using your discernment, not being quick to rush into any decision, whether that's the decision to give this person a chance or the decision to run in the other direction. I feel like you got to take things very slowly in this situation, especially when it comes to your decisions. Eight of Cups. Because some of you are running for the hills. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You know what the situation is. You know how you feel about the situation. But I feel like it's just like a rush to leave. The Knight of Swords for both of these decks are running towards or moving towards the left. The Knight of Wands is facing the right, which is where the Eight of Cups is also walking towards the right. So it's like this Knight of Swords person could be the other person that you are connected to. This could be the person who brings the disruption, who causes the confusion, who acts without really thinking, who may be, you know, a little angry bird. Because this looks like real aggressive energy. So when it comes to arguing, you know, they may have no filter. They may say and do whatever. This could also be somebody, I feel like, who says and does things that they know will hurt you or upset you. I don't necessarily feel like it's intentional, though. Like, they're not intentionally trying to hurt you. They're intentionally trying to get a rise out of you, though. Don't give it to them. You know, in this situation, it's like turn the other cheek. The cheek being your ass cheeks as you walk away. But, you know, whatever. I feel like for a lot of you, you're walking away from this situation because it hasn't been consistent. But more importantly, it feels like it hasn't really been fair. The Fool is at the bottom of the deck starting over. Like, I don't want to do this anymore because, again, for a lot of you, it feels like there's a lot of history here between you. And maybe these synchronicities that you get during this period of solitude, maybe not talking to this person, is the synchronicities that you need to know that you've made the right choice and made the right decision to walk away, to not reconcile with this person. Because as I'm looking at the Six of Cups and the Eight of Cups, it's like, as I'm looking at the Six of Cups and Eight of Cups, you have this person who's giving to this person, and it's like they're taking what they're getting and going and walking off. And so for some of you, it could be that you've been giving to this person, they take something, your emotions, your feelings, your energy, something that makes them feel good, and they walk away with it, and they don't give you anything back in return. And so now I feel like it's a matter of you walking away without giving them anything else, and deciding that this isn't for you. Which, if that is how you feel, then that's just how you feel. And I don't feel like you should question your choice, your decision to walk away from something you feel isn't beneficial to you or isn't fair to you. Please clarify the Page of, okay, we're gonna go with this then. We have the Two of Swords, We have the King of Cups. Again, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, could be a Cancer or Pisces as well. It doesn't have to be. The Nine of Wands. The Magician. The Five of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like the number 9 will be significant in terms of these synchronicities. Maybe you'll see repeating 9s, or maybe the number 9 is just significant to you for, whatever the reason may be. But I feel like that may be a message. The number 9 is significant of endings, though. So for those of you who have been questioning whether this is something you should continue, whether you should end it, whatever your thoughts are, and you are unsure, or you're unsure of a decision that you've already made to end it, I feel like you are making the right choice, the right decision. I feel like any choice that you make is ultimately going to be the right choice and decision for you in that moment. But anybody asks me, I'm just telling y'all. With this Page of Pentacles, there could be a question, especially with the Six of Cups being here. It could be a question of whether or not you want to start over and plant this new seed with this person whom you have some history with. Because again, the Page of Pentacles is the start of something. This is something new. But this Two of Swords is the indecisiveness. Again, with this Two of Swords, it's about using your discernment, not allowing your feelings to make the choice in this decision. Because I feel like if you rely on your feelings and how you feel about this person, the fact that you love them, you care about them, that despite the dumb shit that they do, they are still genuinely a good person. They just got some fucked up ways. I feel like you'll end up going back into this cycle. And with this King of Cups, Nine of Wands here, that says that the person that you're dealing with is emotionally unavailable. Closed off and guarded, defensive. I feel like the defensiveness may not necessarily have anything to do with you. I just feel like it's a history, a lifelong thing that has accumulated all, over the years. Because with these 9 wands here, it's like, it's not just one thing. It's not just one situation. It's not just what you've gone through. It's multiple things. I also feel like with this 9 of Pentacles here, this is somebody who is abundant, who's doing well. That may create or, irritate this person in a way, but not irritate them because they don't want to see you do well. It's just like it's irritating their insecurities, which may also cause them to be defensive, closed off, guarded, lash out, etc. I feel like this person may feel that everybody is against them with this Five of Wands. Like they have to defend themselves against everyone. Like nobody is in their corner. I feel like they're honestly just having a pity party for whatever the reason may be with this Five of Wands. And they're not realizing that they have the power with the Magician. Like if you don't like what's going on currently in your situation, change the shit. Don't be mad at the world. Don't take it out on everybody around you. Change it. Because you have that power. You have that ability. But I don't feel like this person believes that. For you though, I feel like you kind of move away from the situation and you come out better with this 9 of Pentacles. You take back your power. You call back your power with the Magician. This is as above, so below. But in this instance, it's feeling like, calling back your power from this person, this King of Cups person, and putting it into yourself. Again, solitude. In this period of solitude, you really grow in all aspects. And this is the energy of somebody who's unbothered. So in the month of February or whenever it happens for you, I do feel like there is somebody that you have history with. Maybe you're making the decision to finally walk away from this person because you're tired of the back and forth. You're tired of getting the short end of the stick. You're tired of trying to help somebody who may be pushing you away with this 9 of Wands, Knight of Swords energy, and you're looking to start something new. And I don't even feel like it's necessarily with another person. I feel like there's more so a shift to the pentacles, the money, your security, your stability, making sure that you're good, versus a relationship. Not that you don't want a relationship, that's just not the focus. I feel like this is a period of recovery. Again, a time and a space for you to focus on yourself and the things that you want to do, the things that you want to accomplish, not worry about nobody's dusty ass son or daughter, and just focusing on you. So, there we have it for the love section. I am going to pull a few cards and see what Spirit has to say otherwise regarding finances, career, general messages.
Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Sagittarius regarding career, finances, and anything else they need to know moving into the month of February 2020?
You got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This was actually at the bottom of the other deck when I was shuffling earlier. So, wish fulfillment. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Sagittarius? Three of Swords. What general messages do you have for the sign of Sagittarius? Okay. We have the Six... We ain't doing this. Six of Swords in reverse. And we not doing this. Eight of Swords. We gonna put this first with love because that's what we were just talking about. Three of Swords being about disappointment, heartbreak. The Three of Swords here is disappointment, heartbreak. All of these cards have like this gray overcast to it, like being down, possibly being depressed, being upset, being hurt. And nobody is telling you not to feel these feelings or not to feel whatever you feel, because you're allowed to feel that. But don't get stuck in it. Don't allow yourself to drown in these emotions, because this Eight of Swords person is somebody who feels stuck, who feels trapped, who feels like they don't know what to do, they don't have a way out. But your Uber is here and you about to miss it, because you're just standing there doing nothing, because you're contemplating whether or not you want to leave this situation or not. Like I said, if you allow your emotions to make this decision for you, you're going to end up going back. Six of Swords in reverse. So, we're not doing this in 2020. Make a decision and stick to it, and know that you're making the right choice for you. Whatever is best for you, whatever you feel is best for you, go with that. Nobody else can make that choice and decision for you. Now, as it pertains to a general situation, for some of you, you could have thought about either moving, physically moving, changing locations. Maybe there has been a bit of a hold on you relocating, moving to a different apartment, house, etc. It feels like something that you wanted may not... I don't even want to say it's not coming through. I just feel like it is delayed. It's kind of stuck in transit, if you will, with this Eight of Swords. But it could be because you haven't made up your mind. You haven't set clear intentions. You haven't done any work towards what it is that you are looking for. I don't feel like it's just not coming. I feel like it's stuck. And so maybe you need to do a little bit of something in order to get this moving in the right direction. But you may, instead of you putting forth the effort to see a change in this situation, you just accepted defeat with this Three of Swords, and you're going back to something that maybe you left, maybe that is comfortable for you. I don't know, but I feel like this is an energy of just giving up, because you aren't seeing what it is that you want to see in this situation. It's not happening fast enough. It's not happening the way that you want it to happen. And so you're just like, whatever. I guess it's not meant to be, so let me go back and do what I was doing before. We're not doing that either. The High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck again. Your intuition. Please clarify the Eight of Swords for Sagittarius. High Priestess, the Fool. Listen to your intuition regarding something that you are doing. It feels like you're taking a leap of faith, or supposed to be. And yeah, that's what it is. You're supposed to be taking a leap of faith, and maybe you took this leap of faith, but you're not seeing the results that you are looking for in terms of whatever it is. It could be a job, again, it could be you moving, physically relocating, and things not turning out the way that you thought they were going to. And so it's like, now that you've taken this leap of faith, things may be at a standstill. I kind of get the hangman vibe, which is like something being delayed. This Eight of Swords is like somebody feeling stuck. So something's stuck in this process. But maybe it's you. Maybe you need to try something else. Maybe you need to, if it's a job or a career that you are wanting to change into, if you applied for a job, you thought things were going well, they said you were going to get the position, you had the position, but then, you didn't hear anything else, you never got an official start date, you were supposed to start school, and you were put on a wait list, or they told you that you were going to be able to start in the whatever semester it would be at this point. Hell, I can't even remember what month we in most of the time. So whatever semester you were supposed to start in, there was a wait list. So maybe you need to call them. Maybe you need to reach out. Maybe you need to follow up. Like, hey, what's going on with this situation? Let me know, because I'm trying to get started. I'm trying to do something. But instead of you having faith and believing that whatever it is that you were told with the High Priestess here is going to happen and it's going to work out, the Seven of Pentacles that's here says that you're tired of waiting, or you're like, damn, when is this gonna happen? And so because it's not happening as fast as you would like it to, this Six of Swords energy is here in reverse. Like, I'm disappointed, I feel stuck, I feel like it's not going to happen for me, so let me just go back to what I was doing before. Whatever that is for you. If you left one job in pursuit of another job or a career, maybe you're like, well, maybe I should just go back to that. I know I could get a job and, it would be no big deal. Or maybe you are starting something on your own, things have been stagnant, and now you're like, well, maybe I should just go back and get another job. Maybe not. Maybe you left a toxic living situation because it just wasn't good for you, and you're having difficulty either getting a new place or finding a better place, or whatever the case may be, and you're like, well, maybe I should just go back. It feels like somebody is giving up in this situation, and I don't feel like you should, because I feel like it's going to come through. Like I said, the Nine of Cups was at the bottom of the deck twice for you, which is wish fulfillment, you getting what you want. The Nine of Pentacles came out previously. This is somebody who is abundant, but you don't get to the abundance by staying stuck or by giving up. Staying in the Seven of Pentacles energy isn't going to get you what you want. And right after the Seven of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles, which is you doing work. Like, yeah, I had my moment. I felt how I felt. Maybe I threw in the towel, but I'm going to pick that bitch up and we're going to keep working, because I'm not giving up on myself. I'm not giving up on the vision that I have for my life, the dreams that I have, the goals that I'm trying to accomplish. There's still work to do. So you can't give up yet, because you haven't done all that you can. You haven't tried every avenue. You've only done a little bit of work, which is what I just posted on Twitter and Instagram a couple days ago, I think it was. You do a little bit of work, you see a little bit of progress, and then you get comfortable, and then that's it. And then you expect the rewards to keep coming, but you've done working. How that work? You don't get paid if you go home. Please clarify the Three of Swords. The Star. The Star is a card of healing for me. So in terms of, again, love, this is you needing to heal something emotionally. And then look at the goddamn bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles, and y'all sitting here ready to quit and give in when you got stability, longevity, financial abundance coming to you. It just feels like you don't really know what to do, what direction to go in, and you're tired of being disappointed, but being disappointed is just part of life. be disappointed, feel how you feel, and then figure out another way. There's always another way to get it. Maybe that's just a Capricorn in me speaking, but shit, there is. If these 3 doors didn't work, these 3 avenues didn't work, you were turned down, you were rejected at these first 3 places or however many places you've gone to, jobs you've applied to, houses you tried to get, loans you tried to get, there's still another way. And I feel like if you listen to your intuition, it'll guide you and tell you what direction to go in, what lender to go with, what bank to go with, what places and houses to look at, what school to go to, what person in the office you need to talk to. So consult with your spiritual team and they'll give you that guidance so that you're not wasting time with the wrong people. And that applies to love too. Please clarify the Star and the 3 of Swords, Spirit. We have, really, Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. It's something that is moving slow. And then the goddamn Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom. Y'all better stop playing with me. Ace of Wands, something that you are passionate about, and maybe your passion in pursuing something that you are passionate about has left you a bit upset. Because sometimes what we are passionate about will leave us upset. It's a part of the game. That's just how it goes. But this 3 of Swords says it's not even as bad as it could have been. And you already ready to quit. The Knight of Pentacles is again something stable. It takes some time to get to you. And that's why you feel like giving up, or you've already given up. But it's coming. So it's like, are you willing to wait on the thing that you are passionate about that's going to give you the stability that you are looking for? Are you willing to be a bit uncomfortable in this period in order to get what it is that you ultimately want? Success requires sacrifice. So what are you willing to sacrifice? Because if you turn around and go back to what you were doing before, not believing, not trusting, holding on to something you feel gives you some level of security and stability, you're going to miss what is for you. And people always say that what is for you, you won't miss. That's a lie. You will, if you don't take the opportunity. You think Spirit is just going to let it sit there forever until you decide that you're ready to do what you need to do? No. You're going to miss that opportunity. It may come back around in another form, but it's not going to be the same. Please clarify the 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay. We have the Empress. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Empress and the 4 of Pentacles. The Empress, divine feminine energy. This is also, for me, the mother. The Empress and the 4 of Pentacles. For some of you, you are thinking about going back to something that you left for the sake of your child. So it could be a relationship that you left, and this could tie into the love portion of you not knowing, whether or not you made the best choice and decision, especially because we have the Hierophant here, which is about marriage and long-term commitments. So it could be a marriage or a long-term relationship that you left that you're considering going back to for the sake of your child. It could also be that you left a job in pursuit of either another job, a different career path, a business, whatever it is, and you're considering going back to what you know, or what is going to bring you stability because of your child. You got to take care of your child. You got to take care of your responsibilities, which is understandable. But I feel like for the mothers, the reason you're considering going back is because of your child or your children. It's like if you didn't have your child, if you weren't a parent, basically, it would be different because then you would only have to worry about yourself. But in this situation, you don't. You have other people relying on you. And so it's like, I have faith, I'm trusting, but at the same time, I got bills to pay. But do you not trust that Spirit will take care of those bills in some way, shape, or form? Because the job that you have, that you are either holding on to or you were holding on to, was not your source of income. The universe is and has always been your source. It has always been the one to provide you with whatever it is that you needed. So just like you had a steady source of income with that job that you got because the universe allows you to get it, you can also take care of your responsibilities even without that job. Because I feel like for a lot of people, if you really look back at it, even when you felt like you were struggling, even when you felt like you didn't have enough, you did not go without. Like you were always taken care of. It might have been bad, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. And I feel like, especially with this Empress here, it's remembering who the fuck you are. And whose the fuck you are. And there's no need for you to have fear regarding your finances, your stability. Am I going to be able to take care of this? Am I going to be able to do X, Y, and Z? It's coming. You just got to trust and believe that and not give up on yourself. Stop doubting the universe, spirit, God, whoever you believe in spiritually, and know that you're going to be taken care of. So for this general message, I feel like for a lot of you, it has to do with your career. It could also be about a relationship because maybe that's what you're focused on. Maybe your relationship is tied to, your finances. This Empress could also be a parent for you. And maybe you're going back home because of a financial situation. Maybe you found yourself, you either lost a job, some sort of change in your finances has you going back home. At any rate, I feel like Spirit is saying to stop playing with him. That's it. Stop playing. Because if you took this leap of faith, it's because you had faith. And just because you don't see things happening right now doesn't mean that your faith should be shaken. If it's that easily shaken, it wasn't that strong to begin with. So I do hope that this was helpful for you, that it gives you some guidance, clarity, and insight. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll talk to y'all next time.